morning. Today we celebrate the 90th day of school. It's Friday, February 4th. I'm Aiden. And I'm Jack. Teachers, today is day 4 of rotation. As we celebrate the 90s, we remember Furbies, Tamagotchis, Jennifer Aniston's Hair and Friends, and the Macarena. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the moment of silence. Thank you. You may now be seated. We will now hear from the Lou. Woo!
All right. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Wow. First of all, happy Friday to you. This is going to be a heck of a Friday, guys. First of all, we have our clap out later today. So, again, this is for recognizing all of you guys that have leveled up to blue and those of you that have leveled up to gold also since last quarter. So, I hope it's a special moment for you guys. Remember, we do these things to have a little fun and to make a special memory. But that means in order to do those things, you guys have to handle it. So with any kind of excitement or any kind of surprises in there, make sure you are handling it so that we know we can keep doing these kind of fun things anytime, okay? So I know you guys can do it, and we look forward to that this afternoon. It's also 90s Day. It's close to the 90th day of school, which is why we're recognizing 90th day or 90s Day. But 90s was a decade. We just had 80s, right? That was a decade. Decade is 10 years. Now we have the 90s, the next decade. So in the 90s, that was a time when music was on CDs. You know what those are. When the Macarena was cool. When boy bands really began, like the New Kids on the Block. And the pins were actually kind of cool. I had a big New Kids on the Block pin. It was bizarre. And then one of our own, Mr. Ranho, actually, when she was a kid, it's really hard to see, but she actually got on stage with New Kids on the Block. And that moment was captured by Miss Kellogg, who was in the audience. How crazy is that? Miss Kellogg tried to take a picture of New Kids on the Block. And this little girl was up there. And however many years later, she realized that's Mr. Ranho, who she currently works with. Crazy. It was also a time when Beverly Hills 90210 was the jam, boys and girls. That was the show to watch. That was the show to be on. And it was one of my favorites. And guess what? It kind of still is. And I'm not too embarrassed to say it because, I mean, this crew was pretty cool here. It was the reason why I got my ear pierced back then in the 90s too. And Jenny Garth, she was my favorite. I used to print out pictures of her too. So Beverly Hills 90210. And, you know, Patty is 42-ish years old. And so it's been around for some time. I think Mr. Ranho,
That was not New Kids on the Block.
I found the picture.
That is
Backstreet Boys. I'm sorry, it was not New Kids on the Block. It was Backstreet Boys that Mr. Ranho was dancing with back then. Well, Patty's been around for a while too, and there's a lot of actually staff that have different connections to Patty. And one of them is our own Miss Mumford, who went here in the 90s. And look, I mean, it's the same letters on that same wall right outside the school right there, which is so cool. And the Lush was in high school in the 90s, graduating in 1997. But we have an old Patty yearbook right here from 1999. So lots of great, for us, it's a lot of great memories and nostalgia. And we hope that your teachers expose you guys a little bit to some of the awesomeness that was the 90s. And so with that said, one more point. Couple situations on the bus the past couple days, guys. So we've been great for so long. Do not let yourself get squirrely. Do check yourself because we cannot lose control. So we will be dealing with those situations and those students will no longer be riding the bus for a while. So we are taking it seriously. But that's my point today for the clap out and everything, all the little fun you guys like having. Handle it. Maintain self-control at all times. With that said, have a good day today. Have some fun. Do it together because together we are
Patty Strong.